Hey Slick Review fans, coming at you with another video. In this episode, we're checking out another case from Benks. This is a Kevlar branded aramid fiber case and a power bank for your iPhone. So everyone, what we're checking out in this episode is another Kevlar branded case for your iPhone and a matching power bank. This one is for the 16 Pro Max. They already have the 17 series ready to go for you, so definitely check their website. All the links will be down below for you. This is for the 16 Pro Max, but the build quality seems very consistent to me with what we checked out before, so I would expect even the 17 series will be pretty similar. So this one is the ArmorAir ArmorTint. Now on their website in the US, they have this kind of like a brown and then more of a greenish tint. They also have a blue, but at least their website says that one's only available in Europe, which kind of sucks because I think it looks pretty cool. I wish they would do that one in the US as well. But taking a look at this one, has a pretty unique kind of color texture to it. It's like a nice brown and I'm going to say black grid pattern all the way around. And again, it's just a very typical kind of aramid fiber case, very thin, incredibly lightweight. Now, one thing that is interesting with this particular model, I don't remember this on the other ones that we checked out a couple months ago, but for some reason, so this little plastic ring, and again, it is plastic around the camera array, on this one that they sent over, it's a tiny bit loose, and it kind of moves inside of its housing a little bit, and I noticed that even with the case on, I could kind of hear it just kind of rattle a little bit. Not necessarily a deal killer, but just something just kind of fit and finish is one of the things I look at here. It was just something I noticed, and maybe they could look at fixing that in the future if that's a consistent problem. I don't know if that's just with the sample that they sent me, but I think maybe just some better adhesive or something around the camera ring might fix that, because it does move a tiny bit inside there where I could hear it. So let's drop it on my 16 Pro Max. Installation is pretty typical for an aramid fiber case. You just kind of have to get it on there. And then one thing I do like about Benks is that they're easy to take off. So taking a look all the way around, cutouts, everything worked great. Nice big cutout for your camera control if you like using that. Basically no front drop protection. That's pretty typical of aramid fiber cases, but almost everywhere else you're good. So if you just have like every once in a while a minor kind of drop or it gets away from you or whatever, I think this is a great way to go. And another thing that they sent over is their matching power bank. Now, this has the same motif as the case that we have to look at here. So if matching is a big thing for you, like all the plastic, this part on the side here matches the camera array trim ring. So that's identical. And then of course the back is as well. So you can slap that on there and it looks like one total package. So if matchy is really your thing, this is a great way to go. It's got 5 power level indicators on the back here, USB-C for charging on the bottom, and then a power button on the side. And it is Qi 2 wireless, so it can go up to 15 watts, which I think is good enough. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, so you should get about 2 charges on something like an iPhone 16 Pro Max, right around there, 2 full charges. So I think that's great. If you're, again, out traveling for the day, maybe you're running a little bit low, you could top up, maybe you're traveling with a partner, a friend, whatever, and they need to top up, they can slap this on there too. And as long as they have a device that's compatible with wireless charging, this will work. It's not iPhone specific. And you can charge out through the USB-C up to 3 amps. So that should be able to charge any of your other devices as well if that's something you'd want to do. So pretty versatile little power bank. Now, a trade-off there, I will say this is a little bit on the heavy side. I have tested some even 10,000 milliamp hour battery packs like this. I have tested those where they're a tiny bit lighter. I'm not going to necessarily call it a deal killer, but it's heavy enough that I took note of it. It is fairly thick on the side here. We'll compare it to the iPhone 16 Pro Max here. So a little bit thicker than the phone itself. I'm going to even say, about 1.5 times as thick as the phone itself. But I, again, think if you're traveling or something like that, maybe you're wearing a crossbody bag, you could just put it in there. Should be fine, even in your pocket, but you are going to feel it in your pocket, is all I'm trying to say. But overall, pretty good little package here. The aramid fiber case running about $45, that's pretty typical. Other brands charge a little bit more than that. I don't see any need to pay more when it's essentially the same thing. And in fact, this is even Kevlar branded aramid fiber material, whereas others are just, generic carbon fiber. That it's made with Kevlar, I think, is pretty cool. And then this matching battery case, pretty cool little accessory if that's the way you want to go. So that's all I've got for you this time, guys. Pretty cool accessories. If you have any other questions, leave them down below. I like to hear from everyone. And if you'd like to get in touch, all my social media links are down in the description as well. And last, before we go, if you enjoy straightforward, to-the-point content like this where we find great deals online from well-known and upcoming brands, make sure to leave the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Pretty easy and free ways to help support the channel. That's all I've got for you this time. I'm Zach, this is Slick Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video. This review was completed following several weeks for the product sample provided by the manufacturer. No compensation was provided, and the manufacturer was not allowed editorial input, copy approval, or an early preview. To see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel.